Hey y'all! I am going thrift shopping today. I dropped my kids off with my brother for like 4 hours, so I'm psyched about that. I don't know if I can actually film in the thrift stores here. I'm just gonna, every single one I go into, just like ask and see what they say, and maybe you won't see any footage, but maybe you will. Yeah, I have been waiting for this day for so long, budgeting for it. Like, there's thrift stores that I haven't even been into since COVID started, and like, I love thrift shopping. So I actually have like a decent amount to spend today that I've like planned for today for this thrift video, and I'm so excited. I'm looking for all kinds of things. I'm looking for like sweaters and a coat, specifically like a big long wool coat. I have like a picture in my mind of one that I saw that I'm like in love with that I'll never have. And then also like different housewares, like cast iron pots and pans, maybe like a Dutch oven kind of thing situation. I'm always looking for like napkins and stuff like that, but it has to be like real linen. So like I'm always looking for like linen fabric, like whether it's like a tablecloth or like napkins or even like clothing, whatever, like or bed sheets. Like if I found linen bed sheets in a thrift store, I would buy them in an instant. So like real linen, it has to be like, you know, and I don't know, when you find the linen that's like kind of stiff or it's like too tightly woven, or it's just not what I'm looking for. Like I need to learn more about linen fabrics so I know like exactly what I'm looking for. Anyways, I'll let you guys know what I find. There's a lot more things that I didn't even mention that I'm looking for. So, yeah, let's see what we come up with. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be meeting up with my sister-in-law, Julia. She's running a little bit late, which is fine. I'm gonna just go to the couple of thrift stores that I know that are like a little bit smaller, that I don't really think are gonna have a lot of really good stuff, and just kind of hit those up before she gets here, and then we're gonna go to the big one. So I'm super excited about that. And yeah.
Outside, and we will be closing in 25 minutes. So if you've been in the store for that time, can you please head to the cashiers now?
Actually, no, this camera doesn't have very good autofocus. But welcome to my thrift haul. So it's not huge. I feel like sometimes I see people's thrift hauls and they get like tons of really cool stuff and they're really excited about it, and that's great. I just feel like I'm super picky about the things I bring into my house, especially since doing the whole decluttering thing, that I'm like, I just only want things that I know I'm really gonna wear and use. But then again, sometimes it's fun to just get things that are maybe on sale and they're, you know, you just want to try it and see if you like it. And so I did that with a couple of things, but one of the main things I was really looking for was a nice like winter coat. I would love to have like a long wool like pea coat, but that's like oversized and like just really cool looking. And I saw one that my friend was given by like her aunt or her grandma or something like that, and it was like this dark green one, and it was so gorgeous. It was like years ago, and I still remember it. I'm like, man, I want to find something like that at the thrift store so badly, but I think my standards are just too high, and I can't just pick up anything now at the thrift store and wear it. So I had no luck there. But what I did find was one thing I was looking for that I always look for when I go to the thrift store is fabric. And I find that in all different places. I look where the linens are, like the napkins, the tablecloths, sheets, curtains and stuff like that, and then also like in the fabric section where there's tons of fabric, particularly at this one thrift store that I like to go to. I also didn't do all of this shopping in one trip, and not all of it is from the thrift store. So most of it is, but there was one thing I got from an estate sale and another thing I got on Facebook Marketplace, and both things I really love, and they're like total scores, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. So the first thing that I want to show you is, let's think, the clothes. So I haven't had a proper swimsuit for a while. Every time I buy one, it's like too skimpy, or like I'm falling out of it, or it's like old. And this one that I got is very old, but I thought it was so cool. It's this vintage Speedo swimsuit, and it's got like the low back, and I just feel like in its day it was such a quality swimsuit. Now the elastic is totally gone. So I didn't really realize when we were shopping, and I mean, you probably saw it in the video too, that we were kind of rushed because they have a 25-minute shopping time limit. We kind of had to get out of there, and it was like right as we were leaving, I'm like, should I get this? I'm just gonna get it because it was so cute, but I didn't realize that all the elastic was bad. So maybe that's something that I can replace and still use this, but I don't really see myself going swimming for a while as well. So since it's like the end of September or middle of September now. But I did find one other really cool thing, which is this skirt. It's like vintage, but I'm sure it's just from, I guess it's vintage, I don't know. It's probably from the 90s. Smart set. It's like cotton poly, mostly cotton actually, 15% polyester, and I got it because it reminds me of something that I saw Bjork wear at one of her concerts. I think she wore a skirt like this. I can't remember what kind of shirt she wore, but she wore like this kind of a dress, or not dress, a skirt, and some runners, and like she just looked so cute, and I was like, that outfit is rad. So when I saw this, I'm like, that is so like what she wore. I just thought it was so cool. Then I found this for Gloria, which is so adorable. I love it so much, but I don't know. She's been a little bit more choosy with her clothes these days. Like if I say, hey Gloria, do you want to wear this? Usually she's like, no. And she chooses her own clothes, and it's like things that I thought she would like, she doesn't like, you know? She just has very specific clothes she likes, and she wears the same ones. You know, she wears the same pants every time she can, or the same shirt and things like that. Lots of like shorts and tank tops and like colorful things, and so I'm fine with it, but at the same time I'm like, look at this shirt, it's so cute. But I think it's kind of funny because I don't see anywhere that it's a child's shirt, but it is 100% extra fine merino wool, and Jones New York brand, and it says medium, US medium. So it doesn't say that it's a child's shirt. So clearly it went from like a medium-sized woman's shirt to this tiny little thing, which I think is so funny. So, and if she doesn't wear it, I'm just gonna probably cut it up and use it for something, because wool is so versatile. Like I could probably make, like, cut this and patch it somewhere into like a coat or something. I don't know. Lots of ideas. So the next thing that I found is the linen section. So the perfect fabric to me is something that is like sustainable. It feels nice to wear. It's beautiful, of course, and it just feels nice. And ideally had the smallest footprint possible. So it's not like, I don't know if it's very accessible for everybody, because there's only a certain amount of like really nice quality linen stuff out there. I would just love if all of my garments were made from this material. So I bought this material with projects in mind, but this one I just kind of bought because I thought it was awesome. So it's like this pink linen napkin that has like a little it has some embroidery on it. I'm thinking it's probably, I almost want to say Jamaican. I don't know much about different cultures, honestly. I'm quite uneducated about those things. I definitely want to keep this embroidery and somehow work it into a garment or a sewing project at some point. The next thing that I found at the same thrift store is divine. And I actually bought a sewing pattern to use with this fabric. I am so in love. I was really quickly just looking in the linen section, the fabric section, and all that. And I'm always looking for linen fabric, like real linen, like you can tell it's linen, like it has no tag on it, obviously, but I found this gorgeous piece of fabric. So I definitely am planning on making a shirt out of this. That's the plan right now. I don't know how much, I'm sure this is enough fabric for a shirt. It's a long sleeve box top shirt pattern that I got from Allwell Patterns, I think she's called, on Etsy. I'll put a link below in the description. I'm really excited about that. She has the cutest patterns and like hacking guides for all of her patterns, so you can make like her garments but make them different lengths and have long sleeves or like ruffles or whatever, like all, it's really cool. So I'm really glad that I found her. The next things that I found are the thing that I found on Marketplace. So sometimes I just scroll on Facebook Marketplace and I'm like, you know, looking for specific things. I very rarely actually reach out to people and like buy something, but I'm kind of on there for those rare, like really good deals on vintage linens, specifically, especially. So last night, late at night, before I was going to bed, found this tablecloth for sale for $15. You guys, look at this tablecloth. It's like hand embroidered, like white flowers, and it's huge, and it's linen. It's huge. Like I can't even. So I reached out to this woman who was really nice. I asked her if there's any history behind it that I might be able to know about, and she said that it was given to her from a friend in art school who, maybe I'll write it on the screen because I don't actually remember where she was from or where she spent lots of time, and she was using it, this woman who sold it to me was using it as a tablecloth, and she said she just doesn't host a lot of people anymore, and she was just hoping that somebody else could appreciate its beauty. And of course I did ask her if it's okay or if she would mind that I'm going to use it to cut up and make a dress, because that's my hope, that I'm going to make the box top pattern but using the hack to make it a dress, like a, yeah, you'll see. I will definitely be making a video about it. The next thing I found was at an estate sale, which like we just were driving today and I saw the estate sale and I was like, we'll just go check it out. And there really wasn't much inside. There was some cool like vintagey looking dishes and I was like, yeah, that might be cool, but nothing really caught my eye there, but everything was half price. And we have been really needing some artwork for our house because our walls are just bare everywhere, and we're really reluctant to just like put a bunch of artwork and make it look tacky. So I found this. This is like pretty clearly vintage because it's like falling apart. So it has like this little bird, and I don't even know what the material is, probably like a cotton or something. And it's kind of like some of the strands are broken there, but I love the green color. It totally goes with our house. We have a lot of like greens and like also warm tones, and just like it's so the vibe of our house. And it was $3. So yes. So I also found a Dolly Parton CD at that estate sale, and I played it the whole day. It was like the best of Dolly Parton, and it had like her best songs, like songs I actually knew and could remember from my childhood. It just brought me right back to like dancing with my mom in the living room, and yeah, fond memories. The next thing I found was actually from the same thrift store that I got the blue material from, and the napkin and the clothes. And it is an ironing board. There's like a big section with all these ironing boards, and also this thrift store does a certain color tag half price every week. So for the week, there's like the week that we went, it was pink tags. So the ironing board was $6.99, but it was half price, so it was like $3.50. And I don't actually have an ironing board, so now I do. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll definitely do more videos like this with much more really cool, thrifted, awesome vintage linen, wool, amazing stuff in the future. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe. I'm gonna do lots of sewing videos where I'm like downloading patterns and making actual clothes. And come like November, I want to be making a lot of like how-to gifts, like DIY, how to make like really easy gifts for under a certain amount of money. So I hope you guys come back, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and love you. Bye.